You have big dreams. You want success, freedom, and a life most people only imagine. But here's the truth. You're struggling to get yourself moving. It's not because you don't care. You do. Deep down, you know what you want. You just can't seem to find the energy or the drive to start. If that sounds familiar, relax. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not failing. You're stuck in a loop that a lot of ambitious people fall into. People call it lazy. It's not. It's a cycle. And today, I'm going to show you how to break out of it so you can turn your ambition into real progress. Chapter 1. You're not alone. First, understand this. You're not the only one feeling this way. There are so many people with big goals and big ideas, yet they feel too lazy to act on them. It's not a lack of discipline. The real issue is that the way you see yourself right now doesn't match the future you're trying to create. That gap can lead to feeling stuck. It shows up as hesitation, avoidance, or paralysis. Chapter 2. The gap problem. Think about the ideal version of yourself. The one with the money, the healthy body, the freedom, and the lifestyle you dream about. When you compare that version to where you are today, the gap can feel huge. And instead of inspiring you, it ends up crushing you. Your mind starts saying things like, "Why even try? I'll never get there." That gap is the real reason you procrastinate. It's not laziness. Chapter 3. Starting isn't the hard part. You've probably noticed this. You can start strong. You buy the planner, join the gym, make the vision board. But 2 weeks later, you're back where you started. Why? Because starting is easy. Continuing is the real challenge. The truth is, motivation doesn't last. Systems and habits do. Chapter 4. Make the first step. Stupidly small. Here's the key. Stop trying to jump across the gap in one leap. Make your first step so small that it feels impossible to fail. If you want to get fitter, don't force a full hour of exercise on day one. Start with something small, like a short activity you know you can do today. If you want to build a business, don't try to map out the entire empire. Take one simple action you can complete now. Small wins create momentum. They train your mind to want more. Chapter 5. Connect to emotion, not just goals. Here's something important. Logic doesn't move you. Emotion does. A lot of people fall off track because they forget why the goal matters to them. Ask yourself, what would this really change in my life? Who would I become if I followed through? When your goal is tied to real emotion and meaning, taking action starts to feel natural instead of forced. Chapter 6. The real identity shift. If you keep calling yourself lazy, you'll keep acting that way. How you see yourself shapes your behavior. Shift your language. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to become successful," say, "I'm the kind of person who takes daily action." You might not fully believe it at first. That's fine. The identity shift is the seed. The more you act in line with it, the more that identity becomes real. Chapter 7. Building momentum. Progress is addictive. Once you start seeing results, you naturally want more. This is why the goal isn't to wait for motivation to show up. The goal is to build momentum through small, consistent actions. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. And once you're moving, the lazy version of you fades. It becomes a past story you no longer relate to. Being ambitious but feeling lazy isn't a curse. It means you care about your future, but you haven't built the bridge to get there yet. The bridge is simple. Shrink the gap, take small steps. Connect to your emotions, shift your identity. When you do this, your ambition won't stay in your head. It will start to show up in your daily life. Don't wait for the perfect moment to begin. Start small and start now. Because the worst thing you can do with ambition is nothing. If this message spoke to you, hit like and subscribe to Brain Body Thrive for more content that helps you grow into your best self. And tell me in the comments, what's the first small step you're going to take today? Let's inspire each other to move forward, one action at a time.